Here we are once again. One thing I've realized when it comes to the Dremel carving videos, I don't really show the foredom enough, and this is a great tool for the Dremel carvers that want to upgrade and get into the bigger bits. All right. I just want to say first off, right now, when you buy a foredom, I like the foredom SR series. That's the series I like to go to myself. It spins the fastest. It doesn't have the most RPM. It doesn't have the most torque, I should say, but it spins the fastest. And I like fast spinning carvers. So you can see there's a forward button, there's an off, there's a reverse. It's got the hanger right here. Um, so these foredoms, you can interchange the hand pieces. Here's the 1/8, like for the Dremel bits. Okay, so this is the smaller hand piece. And like I said, these are the 1/8 bits for like the Dremels. And then here's the bigger one. This is the 1/4 inch. Okay. So what I like about the foredom is you can change the hand pieces are interchangeable. So this is the 1/8. So this would be the same size burr that you'd put in your Dremel. And this is the 1/4 inch. This is the same size burr that you'd put in your die grinders. So I'm going to put the camera in the overhead and I'm going to show you how I interchange these, how you change the burrs. This does come with a foot pedal. I just want to say when you look at the foredoms online like Amazon or eBay, make sure you do not buy the fake one. There's fake ones out there. If you're going to spend the money, I think this is like $300 or $400. The fake ones are like 100 and something dollars. Always follow the link back to the site and make sure it's not a fake one. Do your due diligence and study it and make sure, like I said, it goes back to the Fordham site and don't buy a fake one. This is a piece of Western red cedar too. It's a piece of driftwood. I'm not too sure what I'm going to carve on it yet. I just don't know. So what we're going to do is put the camera in the overhead. I'm going to talk a bit more about this Fordham and then we'll clean up the outside of wood with this 1/4 inch burr. So I'll just show you guys. I got a hook there. I put my Fordham up here and I hang it there. And the cable comes down there and the flex shaft will go over here and I'll carve there. And there's my Fordham foot pedal. Okay, so I think we've already gone over the basics with that. This, I have, this is your flex shaft that goes to your Fordham motor. I have upgraded to the industrial flex shaft because I was breaking too many of the inner flex shafts. This one has a locking, like a air compressor hose. Push it in, and then you pull it out. So if you look at this one that I got here, this is square drive, okay? They come with the key drives. I do believe you can buy the square drive kits. It's called the industrial kit. It's a lot stronger than the key drive kits. So understand please understand when you buy the industrial square drive flex shaft, you have to buy the hand pieces that are square drive too. So you'll get the key drive or the square drive flex shaft. If you get the square drive flex shaft, have to get the square drive hand pieces. The key drive hand pieces will not fit on there. So it's really easy. Like I showed you, it's interchangeable. To hook this up, I just kind of, so this it's speed control foot pedal, not just on and off. So you spin it out just a little bit and then click it in. That's how easy it is. Take it off. So if you want to do the bigger 1/4 inch, just spin it a bit. Oops, you got to pull this back. Spin it a bit. Click it in. You're good to go. You might hear my Fordham making some weird noises. It's kind of getting old, but it's still working. So we got the 1/4 inch. This is a Kutzall burr here. This is the 1/4 inch Kutzall Extreme Flame Burrs. I'm affiliated with Kutzall. All right, so if you want to get these burrs, I'll be using these burrs, the Kutzall burrs, the whole video. Go to the description below. Use the code C. Go to the description below. It'll take you to the Kutzall site. Use the code Carving Fusion or C Fusion, and you'll save yourself 5%. You're way better off getting these type of burrs for wood carving than the Dremel burrs. You're gonna notice a real difference once you get carving in. This is a real big time wood remover. You get different like, so this would be the 1/4 inch extreme flame. You get like the silver one here that's not as aggressive. Then you get the gold one that's like almost like using sandpaper. So, but we're going to start off with this one. We're going to remove the wood on the whole outside of this piece because I don't know if there's like, you'll see a line there. I don't know if that's a crack. I want to see what we got here to see what we're going to carve. I'm thinking, I want to get better at skulls, so I'm thinking about doing a skull kind of with a bunch of weird lines and stuff around it. Just kind of a abstract piece. So let's get the fan going. Oh, also with this foredom, if you don't have a button it's not like the Dremel where you have a button you can lock it and this will lock up and then you do it like that. This one you have a hole here. You have this key. This is the small one for the smaller handpiece, but it comes with this when you buy the handpiece or the foredom. It comes with this key and this wrench and this little wire between them. I tape them up together. But you just put that key in there, you lock it up, you use the wrench, turn it off, pull your burr in, put your new burr in, then lock it up again with your wrench. When I first started carving, I was doing it, changing the burr, and then I keep my foot by the foot pedal, and I've hit my foot pedal with this pin in there, and that's a good way to break your flex shaft. But if you guys are like me and heavy-handed and you break lots of flex shafts, I do suggest you go to the square drive industrial flex shaft and hand pieces when you originally do it right from the start. When you're going to buy the foredom, go directly to the foredom site. I do believe they have kits, so it's industrial. Turn off the fan here. So when I'm using these hand pieces, I basically run my foredoms or my Dremel always at full speed. Sometimes I go heavier to the touch, sometimes I go to lighter to the touch. But these burrs like this, they cut better when they spin faster. So I'm basically always full throttle. And sometimes I push harder, sometimes I push lighter. This is a brand new Kutzall burr here. See the spikes on it? So this will really dig in. I'll show you guys me really dig in, and it will chaffer. Okay, when I'm pushing harder, it starts to chaffer and it will bounce around. So, and another thing too, when you're using something like this, say, let me give you a wider view here. So this hand, pay attention to this hand. I'm left-handed. So if I'm doing it here, right, this thing wants to kick back this way. It could hit the thumb. This is a skin remover. It's not going to send you to the hospital, I'll tell you that much right now, but it's going to remove a lot of skin fast. So make it so this hand, so pretend we're carving, boom, you don't want it to hit your thumb. So be like this, hold the piece and make it so if it kicks, it will kick over and pass your thumb. Kind of just like knife carving. So watch it. I'm gonna do it lightly, but then I'm gonna do it heavier, and I'm gonna show you it chaffering. Okay, so that's full throttle. Now see, it's just sliding nice over it. Now I'm going to dig in. See that? It kind of bounces. My flex shaft's kind of a little bit warped too, so I need to get a new one. See that? I was digging in. So anyways, let's get the rest of this wood cleaned up and then I'll be back. Okay, so there you go. There's some quick information on the foredom. Why I like having the foredom here is because it removes a lot of wood fast, and it's good when you got driftwood and you want to clean up the outside of the wood. But for the very beginner carvers, they also take the 1/8 hand pieces too, and then you get a whole bunch of different style hand pieces too. So you even get the smaller hand pieces that have like springs on them, and they're super tiny and super thin like pencils, and you can put the little burrs in them too. So I'm going to be carving with the Dremel 4000 with the Dremel flex shaft. I like carving with the Dremel personally because I'm a fast carver. It spins faster for me, and I think this is like spins at like 35,000 RPMs. It spins faster than the foredom, but it has less torque. So if you're a slower carver and you just kind of plug away, just kind of slowly remove wood, spend the money, get yourself a foredom. It's an awesome tool. But then you can also get this machine from Ram 2, the BP HST. So there's two plugins here for two different handpieces. This is a micro motor. So you got, let's see here, Jordy, come on. For all the beginners, I just kind of say it as it is and show it as it is. This is the 1/8 handpiece. It's got the Kutzall on there. And this is the 1/4 inch handpiece, like for the bigger foredom. Okay, this spins at 50,000 RPMs. This thing is a smooth cutter and it's super quiet. Maybe we'll show it later in the video. And they suggest to spin this at 30,000 RPMs. So this is an awesome machine to get too. Once again, it's the Ram Products BP. There's the name there, BP HST. I forget the name of it, this machine, but I work with Ram too. So if you want to upgrade from the foredom, get yourself this machine. Anyways, I don't even know what I want to carve. I know I do want to carve kind of, let's better light on here, some of my swirly Japanese lines, but I do think I want to carve a wood spirit. I could also make this piece into a light if I really wanted to, but I'm just not too sure yet. So let me have a couple more sips of my coffee and I'll figure out what we're going to get done on this piece of first growth Western red cedar with the Dremel 4000, and I'm going to be putting on a brand new Kutzall. This is the Extreme Flame Bar. Okay, so we'll start off with the wider view. I think we'll just do a wood spirit today, and then we'll do some lines up here. We'll start off with, I want to kind of, see, that's the whole thing. I just don't know what I want to do yet. Stand by. Okay, so it's going to be like based on the old Japanese wind lines. Up here, I'll do all that, and down here will be a wood spirit, or maybe even a face. It's hard to tell what, I think this is a face grain, but there is some edge grain too. So let's try and incorporate, let's just try and be artistic here. So this line here will come there, and that will be like that, kind of like this will be all hollow up in here. Let's see. Give it a little bit more spins in there. So this will be all hollow up there. Here. And where will he do his eyes? Center line. So this up here will incorporate into the face. Maybe it's a little bit too high. If we bring it lower. This is why you should use a pencil. Okay, so our nose, let's give him a long skinny nose. There's a bit of cracked wood right here. Keep the bridge of your nose thick, don't make it too thin because it's easier to make it thinner than it is thicker. So and then his mustache will kind of come off here. So what I'm going to do first, and then this will all be kind of like freehand spinning carvings and stuff like that. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to carve in here, get this down lower. All inside here, it's going to be lower from the outside. This part will be the highest looking towards you. I don't know, just kind of being artistic and trying to open up my mind, do something new. Oh, got a message. Okay, for all the very beginners there, this is my dust collector table. This is hooked up to a dust collector. There's a tube under here and a little thing, and the dust, lots of the dust gets sucked down here. But when I get really fast carving, this traps lots of the dust, but you'll see it on my table too because I just carve so crazy and yeah, it can't keep up. All right, so now you can see I got some pretty good depth in there. That's another good thing for the undercuts is they'll help create shadows. Shadows. Let me put a burr in here just to show you guys how deep I carved. So when you carve deep like that with your burr, you got to remember there's two sides. There's this side, then there's that side. And when you got your burr in there, it could chaffer, could hit the both sides, and you could break your flex shaft. So be super careful when you're doing deep carvings like that. I call it a ditch, right? Same with under here. We'll push this down later. So there's that. Now, we don't even need to do a wood spirit. We can look at all the room that we got up here to carve whatever we want. We could do whatever we wanted to do, but I think we'll just carve a quick wood spirit. I have tons of tutorials how to carve wood spirits on my YouTube channel. Everybody, if you just look at my playlist. So here will be his eyebrows. This guy's not really going to have a forehead. We might just bring some stuff out here and make it look like it's kind of swirling around in there. So this will be his eyebrows. Then his nose will be here. Try and make it center. And this is, I still do this formula to the day for the nose. I draw it both on same sides, and then this angle here. You try and make this perfect. Same pitch and same distance from here to here to here to here. From here to here to here to here. You get that right, and then you cut on the outside these lines, and you're off to the races anyways for the very beginners. I basically don't need to draw this on anymore. I could just carve a wood spirit and just see what happens, right? But it's good to draw it on. You can keep your thing down. Maybe we'll give this guy teeth. Maybe we'll give him an open mouth. Nah, we'll figure it out. But so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off for this is for the beginners too. Like I said, very beginner foredom carver, Dremel carver, very beginner power carver. I'm going to cut on these eyebrows. I'm going to cut on the outside of the nose, and I'm going to remove all the wood. So let's do a time lapse. So this is what we got so far. That's just using the 1/8 Kutzall Extreme Flame Burr. Kind of looks like he's got a hat up there. I think it's a pretty whimsical piece. It will be. Let's see here. So I want to carry on these kind of swoosh lines, Japanese wind lines up here. I'm wondering if I can, and this is just not showing, look what I can do. I don't even know if this piece is going to turn out. I don't care if it doesn't. I'm just trying to help you guys open your mind if you wake up and you don't know what to do. Carve a wood spirit, but carve something else along with the wood spirit too. That's if you're a wood spirit carver. So I'm wondering if I can do like a face in here twisting, you know, challenging myself. I don't know if that's possible. You know, how would I do that? Put a nose here. And then it's kind of, nothing can be like, everything needs to be twisted. Then your eyebrows kind of like up here, kind of going like that. Around there. See, there would be a nose there, your eyebrows around here. I'm going to try it. Okay, well, the windy man up there didn't turn out. I started it there, but then I just carved deeper. It didn't work out. I was just had to have more patience when I was trying something new. Excuse me. So you guys can see the flow in there. I think this was a lot of carving. There's a lot of depth in here. I think because all this windy stuff is up here and then this face is down here. Like I said, this is just to give you guys ideas, but to break it up and make it blend in more, I think I'm going to carve this beard a bit deeper here and put a swooshy thing down here too. And after I do that, then I'm going to go around and clean it. Here's my ram carver, the micro carver that spins 50,000 RPMs. It's got the gold the gold burr in there, not diamond, just the gold Kutzall burr in there. It's still the flame. I carved this whole thing just with that flame extreme burr, Kutzall Extreme Flame. Okay, and if that doesn't work there, because sometimes when you're using this one, it has that point. Okay, sometimes that point there will leave little scratch marks. So if this doesn't work, I will use this round diamond burr. So carve some wind here, clean it up, and then I think I'm going to burn this whole piece. I think I'm going to flop sand it with Scotch-Brite and then put some acrylic paint on it because this is going to be an indoor piece. But right now I got my pajama bottoms on. I got to go put my pants on and go to somebody's house that are selling succulents because you guys know that I do lots of succulent plant holders with my chainsaw carving, so I got to go get some of those succulents for cheaper and start growing succulents in my own garden again so I can just pick some out and put them in a planter whenever I carve it, because whenever you sell the planters online, they look way better when they have the plants in them than without the plants in them. So I got a bunch of stuff I got to do. Okay, 2 hours later, I made it back home. Here's some of the succulents. I just brought them upstairs. Here's a shout out to Eddie Bigness. He's got a succulent store, SoCal Succulents. I like these ones. I got mostly these ones. I love the red tips. These ones are like spider web ones. See the spider webs on them? They make them themselves. I like to do the succulent plant holders because you don't have to carve the holes too deep for the plants to live, right? Succulents don't need that much dirt. So since I was there, I stopped at the plant. So I got these. I gave the guy $25, $30, plus lots more. Then I had to go to the store and get some dirt, some sand, and some peat moss to mix these up because I'm going to plant these and I'm going to grow them so I have succulents for myself next year. It was right by my carving shop, so I went and got the tattoo ink to dye the piece. Then I came home and a box was sitting there in the somebody sent me a box of wood, Yellow gold birch. Actually, this stuff comes from Newfoundland, Canada. Kevin Strickland. Hey Jordy, just a couple of different pieces of wood for you to try. Love your channel. Thanks for everything. Kevin Strickland, Newfoundland, Canada. All right. Thanks, Kevin. So this he showed me a picture of this. He said this is what is it called? Yellow gold birch. And this was his father-in-law's, and it's been drying for 30 years. So this has been weathered for 30 long years, and it's face grain. So it's actually pretty heavy wood. So I will carve this one day. When I get some time, I still have to carve the other wood that I got given to me too. So that's completely edge grain. No cracks in it whatsoever. Beautiful piece of wood, actually, both those. Tamarack. Called juniper locally. Susie Shitter Pants. Nice, this stuff. So let's check out. So this is also edge grain. If you put it this way, that's carving edge grain. Look at the grain. It's all carving into the grain. My favorite grain to carve. I'll probably carve this piece first. Are you sure this is juniper? Because juniper here is a lot, any juniper I've seen is a lot darker than this. But we'll see when I carve it, because juniper has a... But you never know with those newfies. You might think it's goofy, but the man on the moon is a newfie. Sail away to glory, away in the golden dory. You guys ever heard Stompin' Tom? Tamarack! So I don't know what type of wood this is. Maybe he says this is the juniper too. I'm not too sure. Tamarack. And he also sent me a present. And this is pretty friggin' neat. It's a mini torch. Mini solder. So you see the little tiny torch, like there's heads in there, little torch heads. And this hooks up to your map bottles. So, just like this. I think you will like this mini torch. The soldering tips aren't much good, but the torch is nice. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I will use this. Maybe I brought home a little, actually I got a little bottle of propane here. Maybe I'll take this downstairs and see how well it does. We'll try it out when I got to burn that piece. Thank you so much, Kevin Kevin Strickland in Newfoundland, Canada. So the golden dory, or it's Bud the Spud, the great big modern burner, Stompin' Tom. Okay, let's. I gotta get downstairs and I got to burn that wood. Okay, so it is burnt. Thanks again for the torch. It worked great. And I'll carve that Newfoundland birchwood pretty soon, or the juniper wood. Once I get some time, I still got to do a lot of chainsaw carving, but it's kind of raining here today, so maybe we'll do this. So, anyways, now I got to clean up this black char that I burnt on there. When you do the shosugi, okay, it's shosuzi ban. It's an old Japanese technique they used to do to preserve their houses. Like we're talking thousands of years ago, they'd burn the wood, and it when you burn the wood, what it does, excuse me, it closes the pores. That's why it preserves the wood, because you don't have open pores, so the water can't get into the pores. It closes the pores. So this is Scotch-Brite. You know, I suggest you get the better stuff. This stuff is not from the dollar store. It's the M3 stuff. This is a mandrel. These are both in my Amazon store. You get a set of 6 mandrels or something for like $10. They work just great for me. I like them a lot. And the Scotch-Brite. And this is, you can't use sandpaper when you do this, because what you want to do is you want to clean it up so the grain shows different. You'll get it like different colors in the grain. Sandpaper doesn't do that. Or you could use a nylon wheel, but nylon wheels do scratch the wood. This stuff's probably the best to do it with. This piece is going to be very, very dark. So it's like, I knew it because this was a dark piece of cedar It didn't have wide grain, so you're not really going to see too much of the grain. It's not this piece is not going to be the wow factor. But I just said, it's showing the YouTube the beginners how to do things and stuff like that. So try and find yourself some wide grain wood like pine and light wood, like not so dark. Because this, even if I just put a clear coat on this, it would have went dark. But we're gonna clean this up, and then we're gonna put some. I got that tattoo ink here. We're gonna put some of that on. But first of all, and then we're gonna put a clear coat on it. First of all, I gotta finish eating my garlic bread. It's kind of cold and hard now, but okay. For some of you new subscribers, I got a saying that's pardon my language, but I say, "Don't shit your pants." Don't want to shit your pants. Well, today's saying is, "Don't shit the bed." You know, I I don't know what I don't know what happened. Look at his everything melted away. Look at it. Look at his nose. His nose is gone. Everything melted away. Even that thing there is gone. Everything's gone. But I think it's still a neat piece. It's savable. It is. You can kind of see his mustache. Actually, you know what? Like this kind of looks like, see how this eye kind of goes up. It looks like it's getting sucked up there. This one. I don't know how that happened. It burns. I guess the wood, the hot coals started smoldering, and I didn't see it. But this one, I burnt this eye as much as I burnt this one, was just a little bit. This one looks like a snail in there, like the Japanese stuff. But this one didn't melt away. And this kind of looks like a skull nose now. So I still like it. But like, see how dark? See the grains? And see how dark the wood is? So now it's time to try and save this piece. Let's get some. It's. I'm gonna show my carvings even though I screw them up, so you guys can learn from my mistakes. You can see here all these dark spots, all the dark spots on this whole piece. Like right here, for example, right here, it was hot coals were smoldering and I didn't catch it. I didn't see it. I should have had a spray bottle. It doesn't matter. It's something unique. It's a unique piece. I'm gonna do his face. I want to do green and red. So this stuff kind of red and this green. This face green. So we'll have to do a little bit of red spot here where it turns there. We'll do a little bit of red here. Face green. And up here red. Maybe, I don't know. I got to mix up the ink and we'll just have a good time. If you want, you can use watered down paints, watered down acrylic paints. You could use wood dye. You can use food coloring. But I got these tattoo inks. This was like, all these colors were like, I don't know, $20 on Amazon. It's really shitty tattoo ink. Don't get me wrong. You have to really shake these things a lot because the color sits on the bottom. So I don't know, where's the green. Oh, there's teal. Maybe teal would be good. If you're even gonna see it, it's gonna be so dark. So where's light green, and I think I used all the red. What do we got here? Bright red. I thought I used it all. I guess I didn't. Is there any other reds? Lollipop. I think that's more pinkish. Anyways, we'll get this figured out, and I'll be back. I got these little cups. I'm gonna pour some water in here and pour some of this stuff in here and put it on. Okay, so I got the cups with water in there. I got the tattoo ink. I got some paint brushes just from the dollar store. BAP, the professional tattoo ink wood painter, says I should only do 3 drops per 100 milligrams, but sorry, BAP, I just did 5. That was green. We got some dark green here. You can see all these cups in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sorry, BAP, I did 20. Only 3 drops per 100 milligrams, mate. What's this? This is this is the light green. And where's the red? Here's the red. I don't know how much I got of this left because I know I went to town with it. Uh-oh. I forgot to mix them too. I forgot to shake them. Uh-oh. We made, we got a bubble. Hey, Bob, you get the tattoo bubble? Let's go do this. Put some water in there. Tattoo bubble. Mix it around. Actually, okay, Dord, get it together. I don't know why we got like 4 colors of green. But so I got to put water in here. See what we can get out of it. There we got some better red. Let's do it again. I'm not worried about this tattoo ink getting on my skin. It washed off last time. I don't know if it's because my hands were so dirty. There. Okay, now we got some decent red. So, what do we want to do first? What were we doing green? What were we doing red? Oh yeah, we were doing this top red. So there it is. Man, I wish I had a bigger paintbrush. Please, Lord, let me have a bigger paintbrush here. For the fact I hate it when painting takes forever. Please, Lord. Yeah, I took them all. Sorry, everybody. Just me kind of talking to myself. So it looks like we're going to have to do it this way. And, yep. Get it on there. So I'll get this red on. I got to open the music. I got to open the window in here. It's like a freaking sauna. Get this red on and then get some music happening and I'll be back. We'll do, actually, here, let's do some green now. What green do I choose though? I got 3 different greens. I kind of like this one. Let's see. Oh no, I need to do red in the eyes first. We need to do red swirl down here. So this cedar is super porous, so it's just sucking that red in as fast as you can put it on. We'll just mess around. So on this green, let's do a darker green in the eye here. We'll do that darker green down here. Oh, here we go. Carving fusion style. Now where's the lighter green? Where's this green here? Yeah, that's that teal color. Let's do that color. That looks nice. I think it, or it's light green, or it's teal. Let's do some dark green. Yeah, let's just mix it up. That's how you have a good time. Let's use a bunch of different greens. Uh-oh, don't get that eye. Well, you can kind of get that eye. Where's that bright green again? Here. Okay, so I'll get this all done, and I'll be back. Then you got to let the wood dry before you put a clear coat on it. I'll be back. Okay, so this is kind of like a Halloweeny kind of piece. Oh, that burning just really did it in. I did red up there, and I just didn't like the red, so I kind of put some blue green stuff up there, kind of act like it's spinning and vortexing or whatever it is. So now I need to. Why is it so freaking dark on the screen? Oh, for some reason the screen was turned down. So that's that. I don't know what else I could do better. I could do some. BAP suggested that if I have white BAP over there that I can carve. Hi BAP. Hi Laura. That if I have white, here's some white that I put it in the eye. I didn't want to make this eye white or this eye white, but I did shade it with the white BAP. You can see there. You can see little white shading there. It looks pretty neat when you get up close. Like actually, let's do this. See, I did some white down there too. You can see the white little tiny shading where the grain pops. So Shoozy's pooped her pants. And around the eye there, see it, the right eye? I did the white on this side, then the red on this side. And then up top here kind of just turns into a big cluster fart. So now I gotta, the big problem with this is it's wet. I can't put a clear coat on it. I don't have my friggin' heat gun here to try and dry everything off to put a clear coat on it. So I'm gonna go outside, mess around with my succulents, do a Geordie carving fusion, get thing done here. This is kind of like this light gets warm. I don't know, just let it sit here, kind of under the light. What else could I do? Put it in the oven, put it in the microwave. I did put wood in the oven before. It stunk my whole house up. It was like a beechwood. I think it was dog piss beechwood. Yeah, don't carve that. Okay. Who recognizes this little guy? Yep, there he is with the 3 coats of the spray clear coat. That's just water. Anybody want to buy some succulents, Eddie? Anyways, back to the room. Harvesting succulents. All right, everybody. It's voiceover for the rest of this video. There's a wood spirit I carved, and that was redwood actually, sequoia. No, it was sequoia. There's a light up top there, and I put succulents. I think I carved that last year. Um, I don't even use the light, but I haven't put it for sale yet. So there's the yard, anyways. So the rest of this video is going to be a voiceover because my microphone wasn't working. Excuse me. And why my microphone doesn't work because I film with my camera and I get sawdust in the port where the microphone goes in, like your charging port, and it plugs it up. So any of you people that use your phone and with a microphone, make sure you keep the sawdust out of that little plug-in port where you got to carve your microphone in. So I can't spray this with the spray because it's too wet. So I'm not done carving this yet. Anyways, I'm gonna fix it. And I did do the other one green. That guy looks cool. He's cool. He gives me some. I did it green and yellow. He gives me some ideas to do some other things. There's like 3 faces in that one. But so yeah, I'm not too sure. It's like 1:30 in the morning right now. This is when I get time to edit these videos. You can see it's starting to dry. I'm not too sure if I want to carve this and try and fix it, fix that nose, fix some of the face. And I'm thinking about doing some maple leaves, like I said. Well, I probably said it in the video and it wasn't recording, but I said I want to do a piece with some fall colors, like with like red, yellow, green, like maple leaves, how they turn fall colors. I love the one on the right though. I'm going to be keeping that piece, and I think I'm going to. Actually, I just went into the room now and sprayed it with some clear coat. It's a lot darker, but I think I'm going to possibly spire urethane that one on the right and keep it for myself and put it in my bedroom. It's kind of a neat, cranky looking old guy. So, hope everybody's doing good. And I'll see what happens when I wake up tomorrow morning. By the time you guys are watching this video, I will probably be recarving it or carving something else. Like the face doesn't bother me. It's distorted like that and everything's kind of, it just looks like it's an old rotten face in there. It's basically just the top piece that bothers me, that big green blob of poo. So I know I could carve some way better stuff. So it will be a video like saying that you guys, your pieces are they're never done. You're the creator. You're the artist. It's your field. It's never done until you say it's done. It's just everybody. Carve deeper, carve on. Shit.